What's going on, everyone? Tony Ivanov here, lead trader and founder of TradeBuddy. And wow, today was a very nice day. Usually Fridays I usually lose money. I'm notorious for losing money on Fridays, and everyone's telling me in the chat room, hey Tony, just don't trade. You've had a great week, but I wanted to get in there and try to make some more profits. And at one point on PED, I could have locked in $1,600 on its main morning spike, but I didn't take my profit. So on that one, made around $500, and then after that I just over traded. I took way too many trades. I lost that 500 bucks. I was down 60 bucks at one point on the day, and then I saw an opportunity on TNTR, and on that one I made all my money back, and I am now up, let me see, and I'll show you guys in a second. Now I'm up 663 bucks, but as you guys know, TNTR squeezed up 120%. So just goes to show the awesome volatility and awesome price action we've had on these penny stocks. So if you're watching these videos and you're hesitating to jump in because you don't know exactly what to do, I have a few resources for you guys. So first of all, I recommend that you all join my free Facebook group. It's called the TradeBuddy Community. I'm going to bring it up on the screen right now. So let me switch over real fast. Alright, so here's my profit on the day, $663.09. All in all, pretty good day. I could have made a ton more, but at least I locked in a profit on the Friday because, like I said, I'm usually red on Fridays. But anyways, here's some free resources for you guys because I see a bunch of you in the comments asking, exactly how to get started, and it's also confusing. So the first thing you need to do is join this Facebook group. There's a link down below, and the pinned post has some awesome resources. You can watch the video on my channel, how to get started day trading. It breaks down the exact step-by-step process you need to take in order to really start understanding it. And then also I do have a free ebook of how to day trade every morning, and this breaks down my routine that I use every single day, how I find my stocks, which chart patterns I play, and which scanners I use. So check out that book, completely free. And yeah, so we're going to break into today's video lesson. I'm not going to do an exact breakdown of all my trades because that's not really too interesting, but I'm just going to break down the overall price action of these plays like PED, TNTR, and GBR, and then just give you guys some background knowledge of the psychology of trading and some basic technical analysis. So if you enjoyed this lesson, please watch until the end. There's some very nice content in there. And if you do enjoy it, leave a like, hit the subscribe button for some future videos, and leave a comment down below if you have any questions. Alright guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this lesson. Hopefully you guys had a great week, and I hope you all enjoy your weekend. Let's get to this. Alright everyone, so today is June 29th, 2018. Like I said in the intro video, I am up $663 today. Not the most proud of my trading. I did do a ton of over trading. I shouldn't have traded ABIL. That one was kind of a bad idea. That one I lost $253 on. ABIL, let me just bring it up real fast. The point that I bought was this little breakout over 819. It popped up to 836, and then it slammed all the way back down to the 770s, and I was in this one with, I believe, 1,000 shares. So I believe I was filled at like 820 or so. So being down to 770, I was down and realized 500 bucks. So once it popped back up, I said, okay, you know what, enough is enough. I don't want to risk losing anymore, so I cut it out. Of course, afterwards it spikes up to $9, but when you don't look at it using hindsight, it did look pretty weak here because this morning spike did have a very long top wick, so that shows lots of weakness. And then right here too, we have long top wicks, and then we have a big crack down, so it didn't look so strong. So of course, hindsight's 2020. Oh Tony, why didn't you hold until $9? Well, that's kind of impossible to know that was going to happen. So I decided that it would have been better just to take the loss because it was a bad trade anyways. I shouldn't have traded it. It wasn't a an A quality setup. It didn't have that much volume, and it wasn't really one that I was watching to trade. Because right now, the current market environment, the biggest runners are these low-priced stocks: CEI, PED, MNGA, TNTR, and ABIL is not in that same type of category. ABIL is a high-priced, low-float that moves on low volume. So even though ABIL has history of running, just last week, right now, the ones that are running are, like I said, PED, which I don't know why my chart keeps doing this for PED, but looking at PED, it's up from low 30 cents. Look at MNGA. MNGA, same thing, up from the mid 30 cents. CEI, same exact thing. This one was up from 26 cents, and then today TNTR was up from 14 cents. So you can see right now the current environment is to have these massive runs on these low priced penny stocks. So that's what I want to talk about today. I'm just going to review these ones. Now starting out, I'm going to review TNTR because I did trade this. I traded this one on the breakout over 27 cents. So let me get my thinkorswim up real fast so I can. So I first got filled on TNTR at 28 cents, which was, not ideal. When I was trying to buy market orders of TNTR using thinkorswim, it took me about, I think, at least 30 seconds to finally get filled on TNTR. But the reason why I didn't cancel the order is because, one, this one looks just like the others, PED, MNGA, CEI, so I thought it had some good potential behind it, and there was just so much buying volume on this breakout. I believe on the breakout it had nearly 500,000 shares within these 2 minutes. It was nearly 1 million shares traded. So it just goes to show that there were a lot of traders who were watching this one. So I bought 10,000 shares of TNTR. Of course, I could have easily bought more. I don't know why I kind of hesitated to buy more. And then on these ones that trade, I sold way too soon. I need to work on being more patient and just letting my winners ride out, because one thing I noticed with this past week is that I've been really good with trading only A quality setups, except for today, of course, with ABIL and DBGF, but we'll talk about that later. But overall, I've been really good with just waiting for the best breakout and the best setup and buying some nice, decent size there. Like on average with my trading, I've been probably using around $10,000 worth of my capital, which is pretty decent. But on TNTR, I only used like just about $3,000 by buying 10,000 shares. So I could have been a lot more aggressive on it. But even with that, I made $526 on TNTR. So overall, a very nice, decent profit. And all I did was buy it, the break over 27 cents, this nice, clean, flat top wedge, which we have so many video lessons of these. And I also have this pattern listed in my free ebook. So if you don't have that yet, please check it out. Has very good information in there. You can see very nice U-shaped breakout there on buying volume. That's what you need to look for. If you want to avoid being stopped out on all these breakouts, because I know when I started out trading, that was one big problem I had, was whenever I was buying breakouts, it was always the top and the fake out breakout. So one thing you need to do is you have to focus on the morning. You have to be willing to jump into a breakout in the morning, because you never know if it's going to work. That's, no matter what, that will be a fact of trading. You never know it's going to work, but you know that over time most breakouts do work, so you have to be aggressive and just try it out. I didn't know that this breakout was going to work on TNTR, but the reasoning to believe it would work, because it was still in the morning and because it looked so much like CEI, PED, MNGA, and because it had big buying volume on the breakout. You have to be watching level 2. If you don't use level 2 when you're trading, you are trading blind. So get on that level 2, start learning level 2. I have a few lessons on level 2, and if you want to just really learn how to trade, you can watch me trade live and watch how I read level 2, because whenever I'm trading live in front of my students, I'm commentating exactly what I see on level 2 and why I'm buying one breakout over another. So the key thing about not having a bunch of fake out breakouts in your portfolio is you have to look at the early part of the spike, because you don't want to be chasing it as it's above the $half mark, because that's super overextended. Looking at this chart, you can see that the main breakout that caused this big squeeze is this level here at 27 cents. So you have to be able to locate those spots real time. So I sold my TNTR, like I said, at 35 cents. I believe it was right on this candle because it was looking kind of weak, and I just wanted to guarantee my profits on Friday, because I usually don't even make any money whatsoever on Friday. So having one trade do this well for me, I was really looking to take those profits. But of course, squeezed up all the way above the $half mark and got halted. And this is pretty surprising, because usually when we have these halts, usually we do have a big gap up. Like if you just look at the chart of PED, on its run initially, it was getting halted all over the place. You can see back here, had these two nice gradual descending wedges, and then it squeezed through, halted, gapped up, halted, gapped up, halted, gapped up, and then crashed. Same thing on MNGA. Look back at the chart, I believe this one was halted on the way up as well. Okay, maybe not. I believe it was CEI that was halted. There were so many of these low price, low float stocks. Yeah, CEI, same thing. It squeezes, 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 and finally gets huge volume, breaks out the new highs, halts. Unhalts, gaps up, halts again, unhalts, gaps up, and then crashes. But then on TNTR, we had the complete opposite, where once it got halted, it just had so much panic selling. And the only reason why I would believe this would happen is because everyone who was long on this massive squeeze, no one was really expecting this to go up this much this soon. Usually we never ever see these squeezes go 109% in only 9 minutes. So everyone who was long, once it was halted, they just wanted to get out and take their profits, and everyone was probably using market orders on their sell. So once it opened up, you just had a flood of selling, and it just really pushed the price on down. But this is a key lesson of why you don't want to chase these stocks, because even though it looks like all it's doing is going up, you never know what can happen. Anything can happen in the markets, and you could have a drastic loss. So one of the key takeaways of TNTR is that you really have to understand your strategy. You have to understand exactly what type of pattern you're playing, whether it be breakouts or whether it be dip buying. You have to have a specific rule set. And for me, my specific rule set is I only buy breakouts on volume, and I only buy obvious breakouts. And to me personally, looking at this chart of TNTR, this is the most obvious area to buy, even without using hindsight. This looks like a very nice U shape on higher lows. Whenever you see higher lows, that shows lots of strength. And then you have the breakout on big volume. Look at the clear difference between down here. Look at the volume. Look at the clear difference between this area where it was consolidating, and then the next candle where it was breaking out. It had double the volume of the previous candle. So you can see that type of action live during level 2. And once you see that extreme ramp up in trades and in buying trades, especially during it breaking out the new highs, that's the area that you want to get in with good size and manage your risk. So that's going to be my lesson on playing these morning spikes, especially on Fridays. And then, just you have to be always you should always have your partial profits taken up along the way, but at the same time allow your winners to ride and run. And that's just kind of something you're gonna have to be able to work with your own emotions, because me personally right now, I'm not able to hold for 5-10 minutes. Once I see a very nice and decent spike, I like to lock it in, because once you lock it in, that profit's guaranteed. Unrealized profit is not profit yet. And I've had many instances where on PED especially, where I believe I was playing this squeeze, I was up unrealized $1,600, but I didn't lock it in, so I only made $500. Unrealized profits is not profits, so always learn to take your profits up along the way, and you're just gonna have to kind of make and create your own system of taking profits up along the way. Me personally, what I like to do is once I'm up like 20 cents per share on a stock that's around $2 per share, I lock in half, because that's, no matter what, that will guarantee that, okay, now this trade is a guaranteed win and I'm gonna have consistent profits. And then with the other half, I hold for another, say, $0.50 per share, and I raise my risk up along the way. So I have many videos on that. So guys, you can just check out my previous lessons. I have hundreds and hundreds of lessons on YouTube, and if you join the TradeBuddy chat room, I do have an exclusive video library of all of my live trades during the live stream, so you can check that out as well. So once again guys, make sure that you join the free make sure you get the free ebook of how to day trade every morning, and make sure that you join the free community Facebook group, because there's a lot of free content and a lot of amazing tools that I can offer you. So with that being said guys, hope you have a great weekend. Make sure you study up and get prepared for next week, because I'm sure there will be some awesome trades. So with that being said, I'll see you guys Monday.